the first thing I'll just say is thank you. When you believe so strongly in something, there's no part of you that really thinks about the other end of it.
In a true snow globe now at Lincoln Financial Field, the sun is set, the skies are dark, the stadium lights kicking snow, casting glare in every direction.
It's swirling everywhere. This is going to come down to a big-time touchdown by one of these teams.
That game yesterday was such a reflection of some of the different things that have occurred throughout the season.
Come back for OTAs, they're gonna be like, oh, that crazy snow game. It's our time right now, let's go.
Philadelphia 28, Los Angeles 22. Matthew Stafford at the switch. He's got 38 fourth quarter comebacks, 49 game-winning drives.
Different elements, some different adversity, different ways of having to be able to overcome certain things.
Launches down the right sideline, jump ball, it is brought in by Puka!
Let's go.
No way there's a chance that we're not going to win that football game.
Great job, Puka Nacua. Great understanding where you are.
Stafford from the shotgun, playing for another week in the postseason. Lets it go right side. Incomplete, out of bounds. No penalty flags are down, and the Eagles will win.
You're really 13 yards and a couple things away from us sitting here, and we're talking about hosting an NFC championship. And what will last about this team forever, it's not necessarily holding up that trophy. It's the relationships and the memories in the midst of that journey.
Hey, y'all boys feel the vibe. Y'all know it always comes down to us, man. Everything that we've been through has prepared us for this exact moment. We built for this. We built for this. Everything that we've done, we built for this.
And there is no doubt about it that this team right here and the relationships that have been formed, that lasts forever. You can't take that away.
Here comes the blitz, throw to the end zone. It is intercepted! Diving interception by Akella Witherspoon. He's going deep. DeMarcus brought it in with one hand for a walk-off touchdown. To win it, the rookie with the right foot. Kick on the way, and it's a Cardi party!
Yeah, appreciate it, man. No doubt.
Ball's loose, scooped up, can't curl, down the right sideline, touchdown LA! Launches to the end zone, Puka, diving catch, he's got it!
Let's go!
Stafford throws, caught by Higbee. To the goal line, welcome back! Big Rig Higgs!
We all know what we're playing for tonight, man. This group, bring it home, let's go!
He's hit, scooped up. V8's got it. Jared Verse has it down the right sideline with Walkers. 10-5, a leap into the end zone.
It will be a very different team next year. And that's the hard part about it, but that's also the reality. And this will forever be one of those memories and one of those seasons that I'll cherish, and that's because of the men that I'm looking at right now. Give it up for yourselves one more time. Love you guys, man. Appreciate it. All right?
Kind of just been up here the whole time. We got about a week off, went to Hawaii, which is cool, but yeah, other than that, man, we've been Woodland Hills, California, living it up. You're not with your team, you're not with your coaches for, 3, sometimes 4 months, and didn't end the season on the note I wanted to, but, going into this year, the work that I put in from January to, late April, I'm just ready to show everything I put in,
But I'm feeling great. Knees feeling good, body feeling good, and I ain't hating. My hands so cold, bro. Yeah, hands are cold.
I think over time I kind of figured out the training room was essential to my longevity. I think early on in my career I didn't utilize it as much as I probably should have. It's kind of what's kept me on the field and kept me healthy. Obviously, I'm sitting here now working on my right knee. Last game of the season, I just got banged up
A chance to get off the grass on 3rd down and 7. Shotgun snap. Wants to swing it out to his right. Hangs onto the football. Runs out of time. And is planted. It's a sack. Braden Fiske gets to his feet. He's hobbling off the field.
Trying to get him like, the knee ain't working like it's supposed to be. When you're in the middle of the game, you're on the sideline, the last thing you're thinking about is pulling yourself out. You know, the cardinal rule of football, you don't want to take yourself off the field.
You can't decelerate now.
Well, those are the tough conversations you have with your staff and the coaches of, hey, like, am I going to benefit the team being out there playing like this?
What's going on? We're going to find out. My knee up. What's going on with it?
So, you know, I would give it one more try, maybe to loosen up the more I get going. And, you know, you slowly feel a little bit better, but then this isn't going to benefit the team. So, you know, the best thing to be is going to shut it down. I mean, it was rough. You never think about getting injured in the middle of the game, but I think in the moment it kind of happens, and obviously it's not the way you want it to go, but at the end of the day, I mean, it makes this process even sweeter. What I'm going through now to going into the next season will be a lot better. Mentally, I'm in a really good spot. I think early on in the offseason, it's easy to, you know, dread on everything that's going on. You know, it's easier to make excuses and then instead of solutions. You know, it's hard to feel like a football player when all you do is small movements. You're just in there constantly doing the same thing, but your body's your temple in this game, and I'm constantly just trying to improve my crafts and get my body feeling good. I think it really highlights the details of what the NFL really is, how long you have to sustain a certain level of competitiveness. It's a grind. I mean, you go from the college season ending in December to, you know, you get to December in the NFL, you still have 5-6 games left. The good thing about last year was, you know, a lot of us rookies, I mean, I know like me, Jared, and, you know, a lot of the other young guys that had to play, like, we didn't really have that option for that rookie wall that's talked about. So I should start from here. Money. Money. You know, now going into year 2, it's a lot easier because I can go in with a fresh mind in OTAs and the training camp and, you know, really be able to step into a leadership role and build relationships with my teammates and, you know, with the guys that are here to build this foundation. We're trying to lead this group to a Super Bowl. You know, I think we got the right pieces. Hey, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. Confirmed, I didn't lose my superpower. Superpower's still there. And I made my week.
What up? I heard you're cooking up steaks. Who seasoned the steaks?
We kind of both did.
Really?
So I just put the probe on.
What did everybody else get?
We all got ribeyes. If you want some, you can have some.
I didn't. I was trying to be thoughtful. You know, I didn't know how much steak was.
This offseason has been a great time to just continue to build up our life. We've settled down here. We've set up our home. We've set up our support system. All of that is based out here, and we just wanted to get back to us, being in our own home, in our own space, and being able to hang out with the relationships that we've been building up for 2 years now.
And this time 2 years ago, I was stressing, anticipating draft coming up. I was, the whole family was stressing, but now it's just like, we're chilling doing this. Like, oh yeah, we start back Monday. All right, cool.
That's exactly what I swear, bro.
Wild.
Like, it was hard for me to enjoy being here just because, I mean, as a player, being in a new place, and freaking, like, I have to do the best I can.
Now, 2 years in, it's like you've learned how to, like, balance football and, like, I think we've been lucky enough and blessed enough to have a good group to where it's like we can unplug off on the side, too, and enjoy stuff like this. And it kind of makes football easier, too, because it's not just...
Right. Like, the connection that we form, for me, like, even translates to the field. Like, whenever I see you have a good play, like, that turns me up. Or, like, Steve gets a pancake or is blocking well. I can do whatever it is I need to do because I got the boys with me. Y'all want to help me bring some of this stuff in? Nice. I'm an East Coast kid, and I'm out here in L.A. One of the biggest things that I was worried about, how are we going to have roots here? How is my wife going to have roots here? Who can we interact with and build that family? And it happened so organically, and we're just so blessed to literally have a family that's out here.
Here, you want me to bless it real quick?
Your world.
Okay. Dear Lord, we thank you for today. We thank you for this food that we've all made. I just pray that you bless it to the nourishment of our body. You brought us all here together for a reason, for a purpose, and I thank you for lifelong friendships. We just give you all the glory and just never pray. Amen.
Amen.
Tell a story about the wedding.
You tell a story about the wedding.
Wait. I've heard some of them, but I always love a good retelling.
I got married in March, the most incredible wedding, the most incredible honeymoon, and I have the most incredible wife as well. So that's been the big piece of the off season, and it's been a blast.
Did you give me the inside scoop on stories from the wedding?
There's a point where I found myself at the chicken finger bar, and then Steve was there, and then Puka was there. And it was just the three of us just like hanging around the chicken fingers.
From the team, I had Steve, Davis, and Puka were three of my groomsmen who were with me on that day. You know, those are my guys, and I was super happy to be able to share that moment and share that day with them and have them by my side.
Her bridesmaids were Hallie and Aaron, and then some family and close friends from back then too. So it was cool to be able to bring, I don't know, all of us together in that sense.
I feel like this is just like a blessing. This life is a blessing, but it's also one of the scariest, not knowing exactly like what you're walking into and like if you're even gonna make friends. And I feel like we got so lucky with this rookie class, and I'm gonna cry too. I don't know why.
Well, also you just like don't know if you're gonna meet anyone that's like got the same interests as you.
Yeah.
Or like it's been great, and like just creating a little family outside of your own family, and I'm grateful.
A little ramly.
A little rambly.
There we go. But that gives you a different level of peace of mind to have that support system, and to also know that your support system is supported, you know.
What's been so special about this group is we don't have to curate this thing, but it's been a ton of just sharing life together. It's just like, just come over, hang out, like let's talk. It's special to be able to have that type of bond, and it's special also to know that you never have to force those conversations. Like who we are as a unit are people who just like to have fun together.
Wow, it's hilarious. It's so fun.
When you walk these halls and you see these teams that accomplish great things, there's an element of responsibility. Being able to, glance at the past and go, ooh, we're at a special place. There's a responsibility here. And the responsibility is, you know what? To be special. Now, there's also a moment of just because you've been special, I always say the ball rolls down to the bottom of the hill and you got to push it back up. And that's always the reminder of no matter what happened in 2024, some people said we're 13 yards away. To get back there, we're in April, we're in May. That's January. There's a lot that goes on between now and then. You're always navigating the ecosystem of the collective, and the fortunate part of the NFL is all about this nature of you have this up-and-coming core of players, and when do you pass the torch to them to continue carrying the torch of the LA Rams? The next phase is the free agency period. There's an element of re-signing our own, and if we have to lose some of our own, replacing our own. Being able to re-sign Alec Jackson was huge for us. Because at the end of the day, he protects the blind side, Matthew Stafford. If he walks out the door, there's a hole there, it's glaring, and there's not easy answers to fill it. Kello Weatherspoon's been one of those guys. Boy, does he show up big at times during the year.
Incomplete! Kello Witherspoon.
It feels great to be back. Looking forward to continuing joining this journey with some of the relationships and the teammates, coaches that I built last year, as well as just compete for a championship.
Love you too.
To bring back Tutu Atwell, someone who hasn't played as much, was big for us because we have adjusted that room. We wanted to add to it.
Congrats, man. That's awesome. I'm happy for you, bro.
He brings that element of, guess what? No matter who we play, they got to be aware that he can always run behind them.
He's going top shelf, 2-2 deeper than the deepest.
And what that does is soften up a lot of things for other players. And then there is the acquisition period of players whose contracts has expired with other teams. Can any of those players come into our ecosystem?
Very excited to be able to get back to work with Matthew and, as we said, hit the ground running.
Coleman Shelton coming back. He really, really knows how Matthew wants to operate from the quarterback position.
Hey, let's go get one here, huh? Playing too good not to get one. Let's go.
He just adds that ability to communicate, to calm things down for the other four when there's a lot of chaos going on.
What's up? Great to have you back, man.
Good to be back.
Adding Poona Ford, major for us. One of those guys where he's going to bring a veteran experience to a very young defensive line room.
Let's be dominant, let's be physical all day.
The way he goes about his business, the way he plays on Sunday, he's going to fit right in.
Poona Ford.
Davante Adams going to the Rams, man. When I heard that, I'm like, what a brilliant move it is.
I think this offense is very dangerous. We know what Matthew Stafford is. You give him another weapon.
It's going to be Puka. It's going to be Davante. And they're going to play well off of each other.
Davante, major grab, right? Pairing him with Matthew Stafford, pairing him with Puka. The thing about Davante is he had options. When you're an organization that a player of his caliber has option and wants to come to you, he wouldn't choose location over a team that he felt wasn't close to contending, competing, trying to make the most of the 25 season. But at the end of the day, it'll come down to, does this person give us an edge both on and off the field?
Quick throw, right side, Davante over the shoulder, end zone. Lost left side of the end zone. Leaping grab, Davante Adams.
Being able to add that wisdom, but also add his skill set on the field.
Adams through the Colts defense. Going deep, has his man. Deep for Adams. He's got Davante Adams. Adams is going to take it into the end zone.
The pairing of, let's call it a receiver in the back nine of his career with a QB in the back nine. Both of them are here for a singular reason, probably not just to catch more balls, more TDs, throw them. At the end of the day, I think they came here to try to do something special together, whatever that might be.
It's been different for sure. My first time in 12 years being able to have this opportunity to essentially pick where I go.
How you doing?
You ready?
I'm ready, baby.
We talked about it. It hasn't been too long since I've been a free man, and Sean wanted to make sure he kept it that way, that's for sure.
What's going on, bro? How's it going, man?
What's up, baby?
Good to see you, bro.
Good to see you, man. I'm doing great. Couldn't wait. There you go. I thought this was Gronk. I thought Gronk was in here.
Right?
Looking better and better. Being from California, I've been having my family in my backyard, being really close to home. It's a good feeling for me just knowing I get to kind of have that support and keep it real tight and stay close to family and friends.
We have a special guest in the house today. He is a hometown legend. You might see him this season with the Los Angeles Rams. Let's give it up to Davante Adams.
How did your time with the Boys and Girls Club prepare you for your success?
Well, first off, I appreciate all y'all showing all the love. That means a lot to me because obviously this city means a lot to me. I would say the group and family aspect, because being a sports guy, going to Palo Alto High School, going to Fresno State, everything is groups. You gotta learn to operate within groups, and it was so much of that family kind of vibe in this building that I feel like it put me in a good spot to be able to know how to problem solve with other people. You don't have to be privileged with anything special, but just a start and a fresh slate, and that's what I was given, and I just was helped along the way by a lot of people, a lot of faces in here as well that helped me get where I wanted to be ultimately.
Davante's incredible model of giving back to your community, and when he walked into that gym, it was amazing. You could just see twinkles in all our students' eyes.
Of course, absolutely.
Mike Esme.
Thank you.
Let's all get in. Mike Esme.
You got some great kids too. They are great kids.
He's always been showing up for our community. Back when the pandemic hit, Davante was one of the first people to raise his hands and support the efforts that we were doing in the community to provide meals to those in need. So Davante has been here for us through and through.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you. This was part of the beginning. This is when things started to get interesting for me. A lot of people know, some people don't. My football journey was a year of Pop Warner football. Broke my arm in the first half of the first game and didn't revisit it again until my junior year. So my whole sports career was really basketball. Started here in this gym. It didn't quite look like this. It's a lot more snazzy around here these days. Growing up playing basketball in the Bay Area, it was a lot of fun. That's what the majority of my friends were doing. And then I started getting into the football aspect. It became special to me once I realized that I could take my skill set in basketball and smoothly transition over to football. That's where it started. It started here in this gym. It takes me back to a much simpler time. There was no business part of it. It was just the local guys and the grind with the brothers, and then to go out and be able to bring home a Division I state championship. That was big for us. I don't think anybody saw us doing that. That was definitely a special moment for me, defining moment in my life for sure. One of the biggest parts of this whole thing for me is inspiring and putting it on these young kids' mind that they can do what I'm doing. So if they never see me, it just kind of feels like a mythical thing. I always just trying to keep it in their mind that I'm just like them, and you know, with the proper work and the proper mindset, you can get where I'm at.
Let me get some love. Let me get some love. Hey. What up? What up? What up?
What's going on, Camp? How y'all doing? Good? Good, man. Appreciate y'all coming out, man. We're gonna have a good time today. I want to see a whole lot of focus from everybody. That way we can maximize today. Let's have a good time, man. Let's get better and do our thing. Let's go. Okay.
Go deep, go deep. Everybody go deep. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go.
As you grow older, you realize having friends for more than 5, 10, 15 years is very rare.
Bad ball.
I've known Davante for about 20. So to just see the transformation from being a young kid from East Palo Alto, I think he learned a lot of those values in those tough neighborhoods.
Again, there you go. Run it back.
But he was able to persevere and grow through those things. So to be able to come back to East Palo Alto and put on this camp, it's cool to see the evolution.
Hey, let's go. Y'all ready? Let's get it. Let's get it. We ready to take this picture? Is this the all? Hold on. Girly game. The girly game.
Davante, he really prides himself in the family. Seeing how much he has grown as a person and as a father, and that's one of his big pillars in his life.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Flip it. Come on, we going fast pace with this group. Come on. That's a ball. That's a ball! That's a ball! Gotta be. Caught it? Let's go.
Ever since Davante signed with the Rams, he's had a smile on his face.
Yeah, I'm a deep ball specialist.
I think being back on the West Coast, it feels like home. He feels comfortable in California. So I think as we think about the end of his career, I think it's gonna be so important for him to leave like a lasting mark. I think there's a lot of synergies there. I think it's gonna leave a great final chapter to the storybook career. LA, West Coast, I think he's gonna really love it.
Good job. Who wanna break it down? What we gonna break it down on? But what do we wanna say? What do we wanna say though? Rams on 3? Okay, good.
Rams on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Rams, let's go. Good job, guys. Good catch, baby. Good job.
Stay up. Morning.
Good to see
Felt like I left or anything.
All right, good morning, guys. It's great to be able to be back with you guys. It seems like it was just the other day that we finished up, or it might seem like it was forever ago, but these are always exciting times, and really one of the things that we want to be able to start with on day one, people are what make the place. So I want to introduce guys that we added via free agency, and so glad to be able to have Davante Adams. The guy's got a lot of respect. He's earned it with the way that he works over the course of his career, but it's always good to be able to see some of the cool guys have put on tape. All right, looking forward to being able to see you guys partner up with Tay. Up top, recognizing man coverage, and you can appreciate it from this angle, all right, the over the shoulder, but when you see it from the end zone, talk about being able to win ISO, sideline awareness, that, yes, who's ranking up the Tay on that play? Yeah, we got a couple more. One of the things that guys have seen about Davante, you can tell he was a hooper, can get parallel, can work edges on people. These are the things that you love to be able to see, all right? Isolation fades. This is going to make us better collectively on both sides, all right, being able to add a great player like Davante Adams, and he's got the ability to be able to finish and make plays. Very excited to add him, more importantly because of the person that he is, but he is also a total G on the field. Give it up for Davante Adams. All right. We were so fortunate to be able to re-sign, all right, a lot of great guys. What we also know too is we ended up making some tough decisions on people, and here's the thing that I hope you guys always know. The hardest thing about this business is the inevitable change year in and year out that occurs. One of the things that I hope that you guys will always feel, we're gonna try to always do what is best for this football team. One of the coolest things that I've heard people say about this place is that, hey, I can be myself, where the individuality that each person has is the beauty of it, but how do we really come together as a team? How do we really appreciate those differences that make us better collectively, while also having similar values and principles that guide our everyday approach? I'm interested in how can we be the best version of the 2025 Rams? I couldn't be more excited about being able to get started. But this is a new chapter. Let's continue writing this story the way that we want, with an enjoyment and a sense of urgency every single day.
The LA Rams are using the upcoming draft as an opportunity to honor our first responders.
Les and his staff did an incredible job of preparing. Essentially, you have 25 teams that are going to dictate what's going to happen to you.
You got a new team to be loyal to, the Los Angeles Rams.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on our videos.